Redders, just touching on Sunday quickly, obviously you've had 48 hours to sort of look back on it now. I'm sure you've seen the highlights and watched the game back. Just what have you taken away from that performance now?
Well, excellent first half. That's probably as well as we played against, one of the sides that's in and around us. We should have been out of sight at half time with the chances we created, but the general play, the way we approached it, I thought his movement, I thought his passing was excellent. I thought we were competitive. Started right on the front foot. And then, I said to the girls at half time that, they'd check themselves up a little bit, Durham, which they did. Came out, went a little bit more direct. We knew what a physical side he was. But to be fair, although we couldn't play the same sort of passing football second half, I thought we dealt with it well. I thought we looked solid at the back. I thought we dealt with a physical challenge. Still created chances. Could have easily scored again second half. But overall, a really pleasing performance. Just disappointed perhaps that we didn't get the 3 points that we probably deserved, to be honest.
I mean, we could have had the win easily on another day, but it did extend the unbeaten run. Are we starting to see now more of the Neil Redfearn Sheffield United?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think we had to go through the process initially. I looked at the fact that we didn't keep many clean sheets, and it was something that I was keen to address. And I think, to be fair to the girls, they've sort of really took that on board. And what that does in the initial process is it takes a little bit away from you, on the offensive front. But I think that since the turn of the year, we've been a little bit more expansive. We've got the freedom now of knowing that we're solid enough at the back and we're organised. And I think we're starting to see that we're a really good passing side.
We have a lot of attacking options. Obviously, we saw that on Sunday with Lucy, Mel, and Jade all coming off the bench. But the front three now of Wilco, Bex, and Courts seems to be the sort of go-to front three over the last few games. What is it about those three that really seems to work now, and why do they complement each other?
But I think what you've got, I mean, in the system that we're playing at the moment, we want to play with three strikers. The option of bringing wide players on is an option, to give us a little bit more width. But I think that we play really well through central areas. And I think if you look at, the three that are starting at the moment, they complement one another really well. Particularly, the movement from Bex Rayner and Courtney Sweetman Kirk. You've got one that likes to come in short and play, and one that likes to run in behind. So you've got opposite movement, and it's all centering around, as top goal scorer Kay Wilkinson. So it sort of complements one another really well. But again, like I said, we've got good competition up there. We've got girls that are more than capable of coming on and doing a job. And I thought the subs did that on Sunday.
Back in action obviously this weekend, back on the road again, down to Crystal Palace. Be another tough game, but I suppose if we play like we did, especially first half on Sunday, create those kind of chances, we can take on anybody at the minute.
Well, that's it, and that's the level that we set ourselves now. We don't want to try and drop below that at all. We know we're going to get games that are going to be tougher than others. This is going to be a tough game because they're a side that's capable. I think there's been one goal in each of the last 4 games they've played. Whether they're winning, drawing, or getting beat. So they're a side that don't concede many, and they found a little bit of form. They found their feet through the season, so we know it's going to be tough. But like I said before, before the Durham interview, I'm more interested in us and what we do, because there's a bigger picture to us developing and evolving as a side, and I think we're starting to see that now.
And with only 3 league games left, what are you going to be looking for now from because promotion's obviously gone in terms of we can't catch Leicester now. So what will you be looking for in this team going into the post-season?
Yeah, more of the traits of what I've seen, really. We've started to dominate the ball a lot more. We've still got that solidity at the back, but we're joining in at the right times from full-back positions, people stepping in. I think we overload really well now. I'm sort of looking to continue that, whether it's Cash dropping in between the centre-backs or whether it's the full-backs jumping into midfield and the midfield players joining the front. So more of that transition, if you like, that's really evolving. And the bigger picture, the stat that we want to see is obviously we want to try and win all 3 games.